Hello and welcome to another Facebook Live courtesy of my phone because I still can't figure out how to get my webcam to work again with Facebook Live. I don't know why it just stopped working. So if you've got any idea of how to fix that, then do let me know. Otherwise I'll post around in some other forums and see if I can find some clever soul to help me. So I'm having to make do with my phone. Otherwise I'll spend forever trying to fix the webcam and not get this live done. And the irony is, this Facebook Live is about how to get started with video. And then I'm going to list off all the things that you should be doing, including like checking that everything works. And I haven't been able to do that myself today. So don't judge me. I normally follow my own rules, but today it's just about getting on with it and getting it out there. So I wanted to make this video because I noticed a couple of weekends ago as I was recording my videos to add on to a new course I'd made for my VIPs, I saved the videos to a folder where all my videos go to, and there was over 130 video files in there. And I couldn't believe that because I've only got started with videos maybe just over a year ago. And I kind of shared this with some people online and the reaction was unexpected. People were really enthusiastic and wanted to know how I had got over my fear of video and how I got started with using more videos in my courses and as part of my marketing. So I thought I'd do a Facebook Live about it. First of all, I have got to level with you. I'm not making this up how terrified I was to use video. I couldn't even speak to people on Skype or any kind of video chat when I first started working with this business. That was about 3 or 4 years ago. I genuinely couldn't even video chat with anyone. So some really kind people helped me get started by offering to speak to me on the telephone to build my confidence and then work my way up to video chat. So genuinely, if I can get over this, then anybody can, because I was so terrified to get started with video. And how I got over it was, I knew I needed to use videos in my courses, which actually wasn't the hardest thing to get over because there's some things that I couldn't explain in writing, and I just thought, it's just going to be so much easier if I record myself explaining this and use that video in the training material. And it took me a few goes to do the pre-recorded content and not delete it or not kind of edit it to death. But that I found getting over the pre-recorded videos was not too bad. But the hardest thing was going to be to make videos that were either live or they were being recorded, but they were for a bigger audience. So marketing type videos. And I got over it because I got asked to do a video. I think it was for a podcast, but the whole video was being recorded. So the screen was being recorded as well. And I was asked by Callie from the membership guys, and I basically have a bit of a business crush on her. And I thought, wow, this is going to be an opportunity for me to talk to her, and I'm probably not going to get another chance to do that. So I said yes before I had time for my brain to kick in and say, no, don't be crazy, what are you doing? And then I had to figure it out from there. So my number one tip for getting started is don't make yourself promises that you're going to make videos and record them, or that you're going to get on Facebook Live, because you're only accountable to yourself then, and you're going to be able to come up with 101 reasons why you shouldn't do it. I would never have got started with making marketing videos if I hadn't have said yes to somebody else, and we fixed the date and everything before I'd even thought about it. And I know myself, once I've said yes to someone, I'm not going to back out and never let people down like that. So I said yes, I got the date in the diary, and then I was just absolutely going to have to do it. And it didn't matter how terrified I was, I knew I would follow through with it. So step number one is find someone to partner up with who's going to interview you. Another reason why that's great is not only are you then accountable to them, so you're going to make a date with them, you're going to stick with it. When you're doing an interview, it's so much easier than just talking to camera like this, because this is I'm trying to think and speak at the same time, and you've all got your messages popping up and waving to me, and there's a lot of distractions. When I have an interview, it's just one person asking me questions, and because I'm having to think of the answers and respond to the question, I don't have time to think about anything else. I'm not really distracted by what I look like on the screen. I'm not worried about how my voice sounds. I'm not thinking about 101 other things that could put me off. I'm just focused on that one person who's asked me a question and giving them the best possible answer to that question I can give. So step one is find someone who is going to put a date in the diary and interview you. And step two is make sure it's an interview, like not you're going to deliver a presentation or a pitch or some long speech, because that's really difficult. Get someone to interview you about what you know. And once you start talking about what you're passionate about, you won't want to shut up. That's exactly what I'm like. I did a Facebook Live with Katie from Small Business Wonderland last week, and she had to call time on it and say, like, that's it now, like, we haven't got any more time. Because once I start answering questions and it's in my kind of field of expertise, I don't want to stop. And you'll be the same. And then once you're tapped into that, you're answering things that you're confident about, that's within your realm of expertise. Again, all of your nerves about being on video will just disappear, because you'll be focused on delivering the best answer to the question that you can possibly give. The other thing, so after you've set the date and you've kind of agreed that this is going to be like an interview, a back and forth type thing, is and this is where the irony comes in. Long time before the interview, long time before you want to get the video done, check that everything works, because you don't want to be distracted right before your video interview, and that's going to really put you off. So the things you need to look into are your lighting. Try to make sure that it's not going to distract you, like as in it's distracting your eyes, but also it's kind of at least a little bit flattering, because it is pretty distracting if you're looking at the screen and the lights are making you look really washed out. And like, as I'm saying that, like, literally the light is right above my head. Is that better? My arms are not strong enough to sustain this for very long. So yeah, you want to check that, like, the setup of where you're going to do the video. Do a couple of practice runs. You can do on Facebook Live, you can set your audience to be only me. So if it's going to be a Facebook Live interview, you could do that, or you could record like a video of you kind of chatting to yourself and then watch it back and see how it looks. Like, how does the background look? How does the lighting look? Does the sound work okay? Because you don't want to find out on the day that it's not going to work. Today mine is not working for me again, so but I'm less put off by stuff like that now, and I feel way more capable of just like grabbing my phone and like plugging mic and making do. But when you're first getting started, you don't want that kind of stress in your life. So long before the video date, then do some of those checks to make sure it's going to be set up and just how you want it to go. And then the last tip I had, which is actually for after you've done this video interview or joint Facebook Live or whatever it is that you're going to do, you want to like use it, squeeze every last bit of goodness out of it. So it's tempting to just get it done and then feel the wave of relief that you've got it over with, and then try and forget about it. But what happens then is you've put yourself through a huge amount of stress and nerves to get this first video interview or first Facebook Live out of the way, and then you're not really feeling the benefit of it because you're not putting it out there. Whereas if you make sure you put it into your social media sharing regime, like however you want to do that. So I have a post planner feed and it kind of recycles every now and then, so I make sure that I add any interviews into that, so it will come up like once every few months. It will get shared to my page. Make a pin and share it on Pinterest to get some traffic that way. However you normally drive traffic to like your blog posts or any of your free content, do the same for this video. If it's a Facebook Live, you can download it and you can embed it into a blog post and then do some writing around it to give it a bit of context, add a bit of extra value. But make sure that you use that video. Don't just think, oh my God, it's good, it's behind me, I can forget about it now. Because the more you use it, the more you'll see the benefit. So you'll get in front of people just using this video, you'll get great feedback on it, and that will give you the encouragement and motivation you need to do more videos, more Facebook Lives or more video interviews. So just don't let it go to waste, even though I know it's really tempting that you don't even have to watch it back if you don't want to. When I was first starting out, I didn't watch it back, and then I feel like that's how confidence grows over time. You can measure it as to how much of your own videos can you tolerate. Are you able to watch it back? Well, then you've come a long way. I'm now able to look at the transcription and not completely die of shame. So I'm definitely getting more confident because I can face not just what it looks and sounds like, but I can actually like see the words written down and not be too horrified. So with confidence, with practice, you'll get more confident, and then you'll be more comfortable being around your own videos and being more comfortable promoting them. But even from that very first video, no matter how much you feel like, oh, I wish nobody's ever going to see that, do put it to good use, because there's going to be people that want to see that video and it will work for your business. And then when you make it work for your business, you'll start seeing the value of doing more videos, and then you'll put the effort in to do more in the future. So that was how I went from 0 videos. Did you hear that? That was a really great time for me to get a text message from my husband saying that he's running late. So that was how I went from having 0 videos, like I had no pre-recorded videos, no live videos, to now, including ones I've done for other people, I must be pushing 150, maybe, wow, 150 at least in the last year. Because they're very handy ways of getting a message out really quickly without having to overthink it too much. So I hope you found this useful. I have to stop now because my arm is really aching and I need to go and search online and find someone or something that can fix how Facebook is connecting to the webcam on my laptop, because the webcam's working because it works for Zoom, but it's not working for Facebook Live. So I need to go and fix that problem now. So thank you so much for watching. I will be back maybe tomorrow, possibly Friday, with another Facebook Live about, that's going to be about how to decide what to put in your marketing emails. So I'll be back with another video then. Thanks for watching. Bye.